I don't know why my phone keeps turning on and off. So I hope I'm not ready for a new phone. So I checked the bike. So I looked out of the window and I checked the bike. And the bike wasn't there. And I thought, well, where's bike gone? And I said to the girlfriend, I says, my bike's gone. So I got straight up and I walked outside and I looked for the bike. And what happened was, I heard the security lady say something to me, but I wasn't listening to the security lady. And I saw my bike, and my bike had been moved. And someone had moved the bike. There was no reason to move that bike. I parked the bike properly. There was no reason at all to move that motorbike. It was parked in a good spot. Cars could park at the side. And before I went in, I heard the security lady say to this guy in this Toyota, hi, hello, sir. And she's this, sir, and that, sir. And then I walked in, and then when I looked out, the bike had gone. So I went outside to look for the bike. And the bike had been moved. And I walked out, and I said, who's moved my bike? And there were a few guys there. I said, who's moved my bike? And then I walked down, and I saw the bike. It were at the back, and it went near the road. And I thought, well, who's moved the bike? So I got the bike, and I moved it further down. And I moved it further down from Jollibee's, and I parked it in another safe spot. And I thought, well, who's moved my bike? And I went back inside, and I thought, that were actually bothering me. I thought, well, who's moved that bike? There's no business. The bike wasn't blocking anywhere. I just moved because the farmers come in. The bike wasn't blocking anywhere. So what I did is I went back inside, and we got his order, and the food came. Now, I went outside. I thought, I'll make a video, I'll make a little video. While I'm here, I'll make a little video. So, I went outside to make a video on who's moved my bike outside Jollibee's. It was parked nice and safe. There was no reason to move the bike. Anyway, so I took this video. And I came down the cars saying, who's moved this bike, who's moved my bike? They're beautiful, these eucalyptus. So look at these, they're absolutely gorgeous. Big eucalyptus trees. So that's them, look. So, anyway, this guy came in, the biggest guy, glasses on, biggest guy. Hey, you have a problem? I says, no, I don't have a problem. And he said, you just took a video of my Land Cruiser. I says, yeah, I've just took a video, made a video, someone's moved the bike. And he was a clever guy. It turns out this guy, he were a businessman. And anyway, I chatted to the guy, and I says, no, I don't have a problem. I wanted to know who moved my bike. And it was a fish bump. Oh, okay. And then I went outside, this guy, and they were outside, and my girlfriend then got up, and she went outside, and she was chatting to this guy. Now, this guy was going to phone the police on me, so the guy said to my girlfriend, yeah, I'm phoning the police. That guy in there is an arsehole. This is me. I'm going to phone the police. What's he doing in our country? I mean, I'd done no wrong. I'd just gone outside and made a little video. Like I'm making a video now. And he were an audience man. So he had to have an audience, this important businessman in Backhollard. So he needed an audience. And then he started getting an audience. And it was this guy in here. He's took a video. I'm phoning the police if he doesn't delete the video. So I'm eating my food, so I get back up and I went outside and I went, oi, oi! And I shouted the guy. I just said, oi! And the guy came up and I went on my phone and got the video. And it was only the video might have been about 5-10 seconds long. It was just a little short video. And I went, he says, yeah, that's my vehicle, that's my registration. I'm phoning the police if you don't delete it. So I deleted it. Then I went back inside and I started to have something to eat. and my girlfriend's out there chatting to this guy. So then I went to the door and I shouted the girlfriend in. In fact, it's that hot now, sun's out, I better stand in here. I shouted the girlfriend and I says, hey, you know, your dinner. And this guy is outside and he's slagging England off now. He's been to England and he's slagging the... If I'd have heard the guy slag the UK off, we'd have had an argument, a big argument. So now he's been to UK, he don't like UK. Everybody has to pay to park the car in the UK. And what we're on with, we know, we have to pay. We have to pay to park his car. If we go to a shop in England, we have to pay to park our car or our motorbike. For 2 hours it might be 200 pesos. We have to pay, it's the law. There's no way around it. If we don't pay, there's a guy walks around with a ticket and he writes your registration, gives you a ticket, and it's 1,000, 2,000 pesos. You get fined. That's England. We have to pay, not just you from the Philippines. So he didn't like the country or whatever, and he's a big businessman. Now he's threatening. He's got his audience now, and he's threatening because I could hear the guy chatting. He's threatening, well, I have friends in immigration and I'm going to contact my friends in immigration and what's this guy doing in our country? So this guy was a real trouble causer. He were a real trouble causer, you know. I thought that would end the issue when I explained to him. I said, yeah, somebody moved my bike. You know, I just made a little short video because I'm a YouTuber. The guy wasn't interested. You know, it were a fist bump. Okay, thanks, bye. But I thought that was the end on it. It wasn't the end of it. So he were out there threatening to have me deported, and he'd got friends in immigration. It was just an audience, man, who were very important. But like I said, I know guys here, millionaires here. I know some very, very rich guys here in the Philippines. And I've got some quite rich friends here in the Philippines. And I've got some quite big guys here in the Philippines what's got quite a bit of leeway. The nice guys, you know, they treat you with respect. So most people here, they're really nice people. But you're going to get one, aren't you, what's Mr. Important and is a businessman and is a trouble causer. But that's everywhere in the world. My country's the same as trouble causers everywhere. But like I said, normally you're in the Philippines, quite nice people, lovely people, you know, just trying to make a little money. Most of the kids, really nice kids, except for this morning, mother, effer, you know, except for this morning, that's why I'm actually chatting about this, guys. That's why I'm chatting about this. So that were it. That were Jollibees in it were in Bacolod. So I never go to that Jollibees ever again. What happened with the motorbike? The security lady moved the motorbike. You know, probably because she knew this guy. But there was no reason to move the bike. And she moved the bike, she just moved it. She just moved it to the back, and I thought, and then there were like tricycles in front of it, and I thought, why have you moved that bike there? You know, you obviously can't read, and you can't read a road, and you can't read safety, you know, and you've got no business really touching that motorbike because it was put in a safe way, and there was no reason to move it. So that were it. That's the second incident here I've actually had in the Philippines. Not everyone in the Philippines is good. There's guys here that will kill you and eat you alive, believe me. Guys and girls. So all this rubbish, you know. But mostly, most of the people here in the Philippines, to my experience, nice people. You know, like I said, just nice people. They're just getting on with things. But you're going to get some, aren't you? And I've got friends here, like I said. And some of the friends say, always be aware of strangers. Same in the UK. Always be aware of strangers. But like I said, most people here what I meet, nice and friendly. You know, I can walk down here and know for a fact there'll be a motorbike come down here. Hi Joe, morning, good afternoon, good evening. And that's most people. They're really nice. So most of the Filipino people are really nice. But then I suppose you're going to get Mr. Big Businessman from Bacolod, who's not very important, not a very nice guy, and probably people don't like the guy who has to, you know, he's gonna get me deported, and he's gonna do this and he's gonna do that, and he didn't like our country because he had to pay, you know, he had to pay to park his vehicle or whatever. It's same for us, you know. Our country, the UK, England, was very, very poor once upon a time, very, very poor, poorer than the Philippines at this particular time. So that's it, guys. That's one of the other incidents I had here in Jollibees. So I think after he'd chatted to his audience and told everybody he was a big businessman, he went on his way. So to say we're a big businessman, he was driving an old car, but that don't mean anything, does it? You know, I know Filipinos what just dress. They don't dress very nicely, they don't dress very well, but wow, they've got big money. And I mean big money, but nice people, humble. So that's it, guys. I'm going back to the house, and I'm going to get something to eat. So that's Filipino people. Most people here in the province, in the cities, you know, you can run into some nice people, and then you'll get odd one, won't you? But you just never expect it half of the time. So you have to be careful. And not just English people or foreigners. Even the Filipino people have to be careful. So that was the other experience. So it could have been quite a bad experience actually. Because the guy could have actually caused quite a lot of trouble. You know, he could have gone to immigration. For all I know, he'd got friends in immigration. And when I went to immigration, I thought, oh, I'm going to immigration. So I didn't know whether to expect, hey, you can't stop in this country anymore. You upset my cousin. So that's it. Right, it's red hot. I'm absolutely sweating. I'm glad sun's not belting out, so have a great weekend, have a happy week ahead, and keep safe here in the Philippines. Looks like somebody's off on his scooter. Looks like they might be going to town. Another guy over there walking around. He's going to his house. I just had a little chat with him. There's another fella. Right, let's turn the camera around.